voters. With the 2024 election season officially underway, it's important to ensure you know about all the voting-related changes, rules, and information to cast your ballot this year. I'm Communications Coordinator Katie Geyer here with Midland City Clerk Lacey Todd to get the facts straight from the office that handles elections for city registered voters. Today we're talking about what to expect for the upcoming presidential primary election. So Lacey, the presidential primary pretty much kicks off the elections process for the year every time it happens. When is this year's presidential primary?
This year, the presidential primary will be held on Tuesday, February 27th, with polls open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Perfect. This election is unique in the way voters cast their ballot. What's the difference between the presidential primary and the other elections that we see?
In the presidential primary, each major party has their own ballot for voters to select who they want the party to choose for president. To make that happen, Michigan election law requires that voters indicate which ballot they want in writing. Okay. This can be done in one of three ways. On the application for a ballot in person at the early vote center or in their polling location on Election Day, on the application for an absentee ballot, or if the voter is on the permanent ballot mailing list, they were sent a presidential primary ballot selection form by mail just before Christmas. If they have that, then they would need to complete that and return it to the city clerk's office no later than January the 18th.
Okay. So if I request a ballot from a certain political party, does that mean I'm declaring a political party for myself by doing so?
No. Michigan does not require you to declare a party. Selecting one party in order to receive a presidential primary ballot does not mean that you must vote for that party in the future.
What if my candidate drops out or I change my mind before the presidential primary occurs?
If you haven't cast your ballot by putting it through a tabulator, you can spoil your ballot and cast a new one. Once you've already returned your ballot to the city clerk's office, if it's an absentee ballot, then the deadline to contact us to spoil your ballot and issue you a new one is 5 p.m. Friday, February 16th, in person at the clerk's office. If you still have your absent voter ballot in your possession, the deadline to spoil is 5 p.m. on Friday, February 23rd. And again, you can do that at the city clerk's office.
Perfect. Thanks, Lacey. Remember, voters, the presidential primary election takes place Tuesday, February 27th, with polling places open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. There are several ways you can cast your vote, so stay tuned for other videos in this series that provide more info on that. For voting and elections-related information and links to all the resources we've talked about today, you can head to the City Clerk's Office website at cityofmidlandmi.gov/clerk if you are a registered voter in the city limits of Midland.